Hello and welcome to the Smart Divorce podcast. I am delighted to be joined today by my lovely friend Sara Kay from Laughter Yoga, and we're going to find out all about Laughter Yoga. You can see all the happy smiling faces in Sarah's background if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're listening to it, you might want to go and grab a quick look at the YouTube video so you can see her happy smiling faces. Welcome, Sarah. How are you today?
Hi, I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
Jolly good. I'm all right. I'm a bit chilly. It is. We're recording this mid-December 2022, and it's about 11 o'clock, and it's still -3 degrees outside. So it's a bit chilly today, isn't it?
It is. So it's the time to get your thermals out sometimes when it's like this, but also to get laughter out. Talk about that in a minute.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So you know how fascinated I am by laughter yoga. So I'd love you to introduce our audience to it. So tell us tell us a little bit about what it is.
So my company's called Serious Laughter, and that's laughter in a serious world. So, and that's very appropriate because what we do is we laugh on purpose. So if we're serious and unhappy, we can still release positive chemicals inside us, which uplift us. And within about 3 to 5 minutes, you feel a lot more happier, uplifted, and motivated about life. And also the stress disappears, which is fantastic. It's also immune boost. So if you're doing it in the winter, especially, or during the COVID waves, then
Yeah.
it's really good for us as a practice, daily practice, of course. So this is what we do, laughter exercises, and the yoga bit is the deep breathing in between to sustain it.
That's fantastic. So I mean, I've experienced this a few times, and it absolutely astounds me every time that you start off not necessarily feeling happy and cheerful, and essentially you're making laughing sounds, which in itself actually is really funny. And the kind of put on laughter, if you like, the sort of exercises actually make you laugh for real. Is that everybody's experience, or is that just me?
Oh, some people feel really skeptical and awkward, and it does take them more than one session to get into it because they're so, that it's going beyond the comfort zone. Um, so yeah, so it depends on the person as to how willing they are and open they are to try something new. And if they haven't laughed for a long time, it is actually stepping out of the happiness, into happiness again. So yeah, it's different for every person because everybody's unique, aren't they? So
Absolutely. I guess um maybe if you are feeling a bit skeptical and a bit like this is a very strange thing to do, maybe doing it on your, like, being at home on your own and doing it over Zoom or something like that, where people aren't necessarily watching you, would that be easier?
yes, I mean, online on Zoom, you can always put your video off if you feel awkward. And I know some people feel awkward about seeing themselves on a screen. So in fact, that can be a little bit harder sometimes than face to face. And the energy in face to face is probably nicer because people are bonding better together and moving together.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's my perspective on that one. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. So let's rewind a little bit. How did you discover laughter yoga?
So back in 2016, I had depression and I actually was spiraling from many years before that when I went through a divorce and came out as LGBT, had teenage children. Um, and my therapist, I was taking antidepressants. My therapist at the time said, okay, try something for your well-being, some kind of self-care activity. How about mindfulness? And I said, oh, that's kind of very still and boring. And I like, I'm a very moving person, very visual person. I said, I think that would just make me cry. So so I went to a wellbeing day run by the LGBT Foundation. They did all sorts of different activities, including mindfulness. I tried everything that I could, and one of the things was laughter. And I was expecting somebody to just crack jokes and things like that. And I thought, my sense of humour is completely different to a lot of people's. Um, and then there was these laughter exercises, and at the end of them, after we'd been moving around, we sat down in these circles. There was about 50 women there, all closed our eyes, and the facilitator said, right, see if any laughter comes out of you. And I was like, I'm sat here in a chair, not moving. How is laughter going to come out? But because laughter is contagious, and one person started, and then it was like a ripple effect, and then 10 people were laughing. And by 3-4 minutes, everybody was laughing, because they've no idea why, but they were all laughing. And what I realized after that was it's a cathartic release of inner emotions and stress and anger and frustration. And that's why, that's how I got into it. And I was like, that just planted a seed. And a few months of going on the internet trying to find out about classes, I found out about one in Manchester, and that was just the light bulb moment. After that, I want this in my life. This uplifts me, and it makes me feel authentic and confident and stress-free. So it's like an instant holiday, I thought. So I went and
Oh,
trained.
wow.
That was it, really. I just started a little club, and it just went from there. So yeah, it's
Rest
great.
is history.
Yeah.
What is, I guess, speaking about the history, what is the history of laughter yoga? Where does it come from? Presumably it wasn't invented at the wellbeing day that you went to in Manchester.
No, laughter yoga's been going since 1995, so it's a
Oh,
long
really?
long time. And it was branded by Dr. Madan Kataria, who's a medical doctor in India, and he started this off with just a few other people in a park, and they did start telling jokes. He was doing a bit of research for an article he was writing for My Doctor magazine. So he was doing it as a little bit of an experiment to start with, to see if they could just laugh without going elsewhere, if they could create it themselves. But after 2 weeks, and the group grew and grew in this park in India, in Mumbai, they decided that the jokes were absolutely awful and they wouldn't come back to the group. But Dr. Kataria said, hold on a second, we're going to devise something amazing. And he came back the next day and created laughter yoga with his wife Madhuri, who's a yoga specialist. They created the laughter exercises with the deep yogic breathing and some clapping as well in between to increase energy levels. And that is how it started, 1995, by a medical doctor doing something for his well-being as well, and to be able to write this article.
That's
So
pretty
yeah,
amazing, isn't it?
and a guy from America came over to India, saw what was happening, and said, come over here, Dr. Kataria. So he went on a little tour of America. That was really popular. And then he went on a tour to all over the world, spreading this laughter yoga. And then he created courses so that people were teaching it in the right way. So so it's been in England since about 2000, and it's just spreading really, really rapidly because of what we've been through recently. So yeah.
Absolutely. And so are there other classes all over the UK?
Yeah.
Or are there kind of pockets where there's quite a lot and pockets where you probably need to go on Zoom?
Yeah, well, this is right, actually, because the UK has got so many communities, hasn't it? And we haven't got enough laughter professionals yet. So this is what I'm trying to do this year, is to train more people up so that they can take it into their communities. So in the main cities, like Manchester and London, we do have many laughter yoga professionals, but we've only got a little scattering in North Wales, and a little scattering in Bristol and South Wales, 1 or 2 in Norfolk, not many. So yeah, so a lot of people are going on Zoom to experience it and then think, okay, yes, I'll train in it, or I'll go on a beginner's course and learn more. So unfortunately, because of lack of professionals, it's it's a case of, at the moment, going on Zoom a little bit more than you would normally if you were in a smaller town. Yeah.
So we're trying to spread the word about laughter yoga to get more people not only partaking but actually training to be a laughter yoga professional. And from everything you've said, they don't need to be a stand-up comic to
No,
be able to be able to do this.
no, and you know, you don't have to do it full time. You could just run a club once a month or something like that, and it's a lovely thing to do to create communities together.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you don't need any special qualifications other than being fairly fit, health wise. But you know, you don't have to be muscular, you don't have to do yoga poses or anything like that. You just have to have a willingness to make a difference to yourself and other people, and be fairly fit with no recent operations and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's cardio
Excellent.
exercise. So if you can do cardio exercise and get out of breath, then you're fit enough.
So I wondered if you might be prepared to demonstrate a couple of exercises for us today, so that the people listening can, and I'm more than happy, as you know, to play along, so that the people listening can see what it's all about and to experience it if they've not experienced it before.
Yeah, sure. Can we do a couple of warm-ups first to make sure that we're
Absolutely, let's do that. Let's do that.
It's a lot easier. Okay, so we're going to, if you put your palms of your hands to your tummy, I'm going to breathe in to your nose, so you on a count of 3, and then we're going to hold it for 3 and then out with a smile. We'll just do it a couple of times, okay? So let's breathe it into our nose now. Just breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and then out with a smile. Let your shoulders relax. Lovely. And again, breathe it into your nose. 1, 2, 3. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and out with a smile. Just activating our relaxing mode. And then we're going to do some ho's, some ha's, and some he's. So if we just say ho, 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 twice. Let's go. Ho, 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 ho,
ho, ho, ho,
ho,
ho,
ho,
ho, ho,
ho,
ho,
ho.
ho.
The time difference, isn't it? And ha's, ha, 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 ha. We'll do that twice as well. Already? 3, 2, 1. See. Ha,
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 ha, ha,
ha,
ha, ha,
ha,
ha,
ha,
ha,
ha,
ha,
ha.
ha. Fabulous. And with your fingertips to the side of your mouth, you're just going to stretch your cheek muscles outwards. And we're going to do he's, all right? So I'm going to he, stretch it outwards. He,
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 he, he,
he,
he,
he,
he.
he.
Fabulous. Well done. It just roll your shoulders a little bit, forwards and backwards. Loosen up. Okay, well done. Okay, we're going to have a laughter shower if that's all right, Tamsin.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
amazing.
Okay, so you're going to, a lot of this is on imagination, all right? So you don't need anything special in your hands. So we're going to get one hand and pretend to squeeze a bottle into the
Okay.
palm of the other hand. So if you're right-handed, you're squeezing with your right hand and your palms on your and then we're going to just say whoosh, whoosh, whoosh as we're squeezing the shower bottle, okay? And then rub your hands together. And then we're just going to do ho, 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 ha, 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 he, as we start rubbing the laughter shower cream into us. All right? Okay. Okay, whoosh, 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 yeah? Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Yep. Whoosh,
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 whoosh.
whoosh.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Rub your palms and hands really well together. And then ho, 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 ha, ha,
Ho,
ha,
ho,
he,
ho. Ha,
he,
ha,
ho,
ha.
ho,
He,
ho,
he, he.
ha, ha,
Ho, ho,
ha,
ho.
he,
Ha, ha,
ho, ho,
ha.
ho, ha, 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 he. And just get faster and faster with the sounds you're making. So ho, 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 ha, ha, ha,
Ho, ho,
he,
ho. Ha,
ho,
ha,
ho,
ha.
ho,
He,
ha,
he,
ha,
he.
ha,
Ho, ha,
he,
ha. He,
ho,
he.
ho, ho, ha, 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 he, ho, 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 ha, ha, ha.
If you're listening to this on the podcast, you have to watch it on the YouTube channel because it will just make you laugh. That's amazing. I absolutely love that. So
Okay. You need to take a couple of deep breaths if that's okay.
yeah, of course.
All right. So palms of the hands forwards, and we're going to breathe into the chest. Clench your fists to the chest. Breathe in to your nose, and then release it with a smile. And breathe it in, and release it with a smile. Okay. Shall we do another one, or do you want to wait?
Oh yeah, let's do another one.
Okay, right. So we're going to do the milkshake, which is a very traditional one. So you're going to hold an imaginary glass in your right hand and the same in your left hand. One's going to, if you imagine lots of fruit in one hand and then some sparkly soda water in the other. And we're going to say 3 yays as we move the glasses from side to side. So it goes like this: yay, yay, yay. And then we're going to mix it from shoulder to shoulder like this: ho, 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 ho. And then we're going to drink it, cup your hands, and then drink it with a laugh. Okay, can we do it together?
This is very complicated. I'll try. Come on.
Okay, Constance's ready. We're going to say 3 yays from side to side. Yay,
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 yay.
yay.
Put your hands, put them to one shoulder. Okay, say hoes as we move them to the other shoulder. Ho, 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 ho. Cup your hands and drink with a laugh. And then our clapping goes like this. It goes, very good, very good. Yay. Let's do it a couple of times, Tamsin. Very good.
Very good. Very good. Yay.
Very good.
Very good. Very good. Yay.
Fabulous. We'll take a couple of breaths in. And release. And breathe in. Release. Fabulous. Well done.
Oh,
Well
that's
done.
lovely.
You're watching this.
It is amazing how much lighter and brighter you feel just from, those couple of short exercises. I hope you guys listening at home have been joining in with us, because hopefully you'll be feeling considerably lighter and brighter as well.
And warmer.
And warmer, gosh, yes. So looking up a laughter yoga practitioner is a starting point, and to getting into this one. I mean, I guess it differs for everybody, but how often would you say to do laughter yoga? Is it a practice that you would do daily? Is it a weekly thing? Is it a monthly thing? What's the normal thing?
Well, we recommend doing it for 5 to 10 minutes in your morning routine. So as you are having your shower, do your exercise. So yeah, it's really important, because the benefits stay inside you for up to 24 hours. So if you're doing it as part of your morning routine or evening routine, if you need to do it with your partners or friends, a laughter buddy, your children can do it as well. So it really does bond people, and the health benefits are amazing. So the less stress, the less illness you'll get. So yeah, every day, and to keep your mind fresh and get your connection, try and go to an online class once a week, once a month, to keep your exercises and your mind fresh and your social connection really special. So yeah, that's what we'd recommend.
Brilliant. Yeah. And you have the most fabulous journal for your laughter yoga, and I want you to talk about this because I have it and I'm working my way through it, and it's absolutely brilliant. Granted, I haven't managed to make it all the way through yet because life keeps getting in the way, but I keep restarting it at the beginning of every month, and I am determined maybe January is my month to get all the way through. Tell us about your journal.
So I was like looking to offer something where people who couldn't access Zoom, you know, wanted something very flexible, could go on a course, and the journal came about through that. So what it is a 31-day practice, laughter yoga practice, but with lots of self-care and kind of mind clearing activities, so that you can watch a laughter yoga exercise every single day with a short form link. Soon there'll be a QR link as well. And so by the end of 31 days of watching the laughter exercises, analysing how you feel before and after, doing all these self-care little things like doodles, just really simple things, morning and evening routines as well, so that you can put it as a habit. And 31 days should be able to put laughter yoga as a habit and work the time up. So from one exercise to 2, 3, perhaps, and finding somebody who you can do them with would be really nice too. So the fact that you're doing a journal doesn't mean to say that it's only you. You could share those exercises with other people. So that's what it is. It's a beautiful little yellow book. I've done it with full colour and some quotes and things like that, and lots of videos of me encouraging you, motivating you to do this really good practice. So yeah, I'm glad you keep starting it. But of course, January will be a perfect time to start this.
Yeah,
really,
absolutely. I
and it's
think the
available
thing
on
that
Amazon. So it's called Joyful Laughter Journal. If you put that in on Amazon, you'll see it straight away.
I think the thing that I was most amazed about by it was that I got the beautiful book and I was like, oh, this is really lovely. And I opened it up and it said, oh, go on this link. And then it you are guiding me through everything. And there's a beautiful video every day. And it's not onerous, it's just a couple of minutes every day, and I know it builds up. But it's so lovely, and you get your amazing smiling face and your happy colourful dungarees every day, and it's so lovely. And I think that was the thing. I thought it was just going to be a journal and perhaps some pictures, and actually it's the whole experience is really quite something. It was
Yeah.
it was way more than I had expected when I ordered it. So yeah, definitely want to start in January.
It is like a video course, and I kind of also offer it, so I deliver it by email as well. So on the 1st of each month, you can just email. You can email me before the 1st of each month, and go on, if you bought it, go on to the subscribe to that video course, so it can be delivered to you rather than you put in the links in. So that's sometimes an easier option for people, to have the little nudge to do their practice, and
absolutely.
watch the fun videos. So I'm
Yeah,
glad
definitely.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
So this is going to be released on the New Year's Eve. So if you did want to start doing a daily yoga practice after yoga practice, you could presumably subscribe for January by dropping an email. We'll put a note, a link in the show notes if that's all right.
Yeah, of course.
And then you can get cracking with this straight away for the new year.
Absolutely.
Start
Well,
this,
up to midnight on the 1st, you'll be able to join.
there you go.
Yeah, no problem. And then
Plenty
it'll
of
just
time.
restart again on the 1st of February if you've missed that. But yeah, very, very happy to help anybody. And if you buy the journal, the Joyful Laughter Journal, say on the 5th, you could in fact start on the already and do the first 6 days, and then and just use that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. And I know you always have absolutely loads of things going on. There's always there's always lots of things in the Laughter Yoga Diary. So things that you're up to in January, what's going on?
What's going on? Well, on the 4th of January, I'm doing a brand new project to bring communities together, which is called Make Friends with Laughter. So as laughter is an icebreaker and relaxes people and gives them confidence. I've realised that it's really hard to make friends when you're over 30 and perhaps your children get on the bus to school, or you don't have children and it's really hard. You're just working all the time and not making any new friends. So Make Friends with Laughter, which is running in sale from the 4th of January, hopefully going to be a monthly get together or bi-monthly get together for people to make new friends, do some laughter, do some fun
Brilliant.
games, and do some speed friendships with good conversation, which are
Excellent. I am
non-judgmental,
looking forward to that. That
sober,
will be great.
non-judgmental community space, and it's an amazing space, beautiful space. So yeah, looking forward to lots of different people and learning from different people about what their life's like and that kind of thing. Be really good. And so that's on the 4th of January. On the 22nd, there is the Sale Laughter Club. And I'm doing lots of different things on the 16th of January because it's Blue Monday.
Oh, Blue
So,
Monday. That
yes.
doesn't sound good. What happens on Blue Monday?
So I think it's time for Bollywood Laughter Dance on that evening. I feel that that's the right time to do Bollywood Laughter Dance on a Blue Monday and that evening. So we'll be doing that, and very, very excited about Blue Monday. It's always a really good week, and it shouldn't be blue at all, and no day should be blue when you've got some laughter in your life and stuff. But it can be a really difficult time because it's just after Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it can be really, there's nothing to look forward to. So that's where we need laughter yoga a little bit more and connect with people a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh, well, sounds like there's lots to look forward to in the serious laughter world. So we'll put the links in the show notes if that's all right, and then people want to sign up, then they'll be able to find where to go. So if anybody,
Let's just say something
sorry, go
else.
on. Yeah.
And also in January, at some point in January, we'll be launching the Patreon, which is not a course at all. It's purely for laughter exercises and a support network to come together. So it's a very reasonable community membership that I'll be running so that you can get some laughter exercises put into the Patreon and lots of self-care tips as well from me and meetup. So yeah, it's going to be a really good space, and that'll be probably mid-January.
Fantastic. That sounds great as well. So if our listeners have heard everything today and thought, I need to get in touch with this amazing lady and her fabulous business and get some laughter in my life, how can people get in touch with you?
So the website's seriouslaughter.co.uk, seriouslaughter.co.uk, and my email is happy@seriouslaughter.co.uk, and all the socials are at Serious Laugh UK. So if you ever forget anything like that, please just put Laughter Yoga Manchester and you will see, or Serious Laughter Manchester, and you will see everything on Google. So yeah, you'll be directed completely. The website is the best place to go, seriouslaughter.co.uk.
And we will again pop that in the show notes. So if you've not got a pen, just have a look at the show notes afterwards and you'll be able to click on the link and get in touch with Sarah and get yourself laughing along as well. Sarah, it's been fantastic to speak to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been brilliant. And thank you all for listening and watching along. And we will see you again for the next episode very soon.
Yeah, please do. Bye.